Welcome to Pistols and Pythons. Today I'm going to give you a full tour of my bioactive Python enclosures. They are 4 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet, and they are made of PVC board. When I got these were just 4 pieces of PVC black board. So I spent about 4 weeks spray foaming, grouting, painting, and sealing the custom background and rock shelves. Each enclosure has a few inches of soil for burrowing, as well as 5 to 6 caves and hides, and a water dish big enough to swim in. They also have live bugs and plants, birch and oak sticks and leaves from our property, which I was sure to bake in the oven prior to setting to kill off any unwanted bugs or fungus. I do mist the plants each day, and I deep water them once a week, which seems to be about all that's needed to create the appropriate humidity for these enclosures. For bugs, I use Springtails and 3 different kinds of Isopods. In addition to the sky hides and the rock hides, they also have a lot of access to birch. There are places to lay scattered with cork bark all over the place. Hi, Wednesday. Other than some spot cleaning when the ladies shed or use the bathroom, the bugs take care of most of the cleaning. When I open these enclosures, all it smells like is a fresh forest. And that's what we want. Let's move on to lighting and heat. I have each enclosure set up with a plant light for healthy plant growth, a daytime heat halogen lamp that mimics sunrise and sunset, a UV light for healthy snake behaviors, and a nighttime deep heat projector. Ball pythons are not fans of light at night, but they still need heat, so a lightless heat source is best. I use an app to control all the lights in there so I can turn them off and on at any time. And here's an example of it mimicking sunset. These little sensors I have on each side of the enclosure, I can monitor the heat and humidity on each side. Additionally, there is a probe in the back of the enclosure to speak to my Herpstat. This is my Herpstat, and this little guy actually does a lot. It's keeping my lighting exactly where it needs to be to keep the temperatures where they should be, creating a gradient temp across each enclosure. So here are the ideal conditions for the warm side of the enclosure and for the cool side of the enclosure. A good gradient here will keep your snakes really happy and eating well. A bit ago I showed you some blue sensors. Those sensors link to this app, the Sensor Push app. It tells me real-time temperature and humidity of either side of both enclosures at any time. I also have cameras set up on each enclosure so I can monitor behaviors without bothering them too much. I use the Nest brand cameras because of how easy they were to install on the surface. They move around all over, and I can really easily manipulate how they are pointing. They do night vision, motion notifications, and they link to this app where I can see them at any time. Lastly, just something fun. My husband made this snake jungle gym for me. We sanded down all sharp edges and made sure all screws were hiding. Here's Indica using the snake jungle gym. Those are my ball python enclosures. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. Subscribe for more.